Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. Guys, they call Wednesday Hump Day, but I call it Hurt Your Bookmaker Day because we have an all-star panel. Let's bring this bunch on, guys. Let me go around the horn. Let me do real quick one, then individuals. Pavlos Lagunertos, Don Buster, Kevin Thomas, Ross Benjamin, and Tony Mejia. Guys, this is like an all-star game. You have the best players from every team across two different leagues. Let me go to Pavlos Lagunertos, the Greek god of soccer. Good morning, Pavlos. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. Doing fine. The World Cup starts in 3 or 4 days. I'm super excited. I love to hear what you guys have to say, but the World Cup is on, guys. The World Cup is on. It's on.
Great stuff. I love it. Don Buster, always a pleasure. How are you this Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm good, Joe. Hopefully we can come on here and give some more free winners. First couple shows since my hiatus of 2-0. I wish I could do the same thing on my Tuesday puck time shows. Having great analysis during all the games, and then my best bets have been just shit. So hopefully I can give the winner away here and make up for yesterday's best bet on.
I love the
show.
integrity of Don Buster, man. He's one of the best in the business, but he's one of the sweetest in the world. I'll tell you that. Kevin Thomas, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Great weekend, and looking forward to some more. We're $2 Tuesdays together. I know that's running for a week, so that should be huge. I was 6-1 over the weekend. My Packers won, and I got to have a nice birthday with my mom on Monday, so it was a great weekend. Was
it your birthday or your mom's?
It was mine.
Well, happy birthday to you, Kevin. You look great for 72. I got to tell you that.
Hey, I'm 26. Stop.
I love it. Happy birthday from everybody here at Sports Memo and WagerTalk and everybody out there, Kevin. Obviously, we wish you happiness and health throughout another 100 years. God bless. Ross Benjamin, my Italian bookend. How are you today, buddy?
I'm doing great. Always a pleasure to be with you, Joe, and the rest of my constituents here, my peers, I should say, at Sports Memo. What a great group of handicappers you've assembled.
I got to be honest. It was WagerTalk and Sports Memo that assembled them. But let me tell you, this is kind of like the Joe and Dionne show. So I get to pick my favorites. You guys are my favorites. Speaking of my favorites, Tony Mejia, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing. How are you? Happy birthday to Kevin. Happy birthday to WagerTalk's Brian Leonard on Monday and Ralph Michaels at some point this week. So all you guys apparently are blessed, destined to be handicappers born this week. I am watching Argentina and the United Arab Emirates right now, and I'm up 2-0. Messi just missed a free kick, but laying a goal. So action's already started for me. We've got. I'm going to cut it short on the show because I've got to get the noon Eastern time friendlies that are going on because it's World Cup preparation week. World Cup starts on Sunday with Qatar and Ecuador, or Qatar actually is how it's pronounced by most people, Qatar in Spanish. And yeah, that starts Sunday, and we've got all these preps tonight and tomorrow, so that'll be big. College basketball in full swing. I did terribly yesterday. Oh my goodness. But we will bounce back on that. And obviously, Maction again and NBA, I've been doing really well on that. So that's a saving grace. So lots of stuff to just take my ratchet play for WagerTalk as well. That'll be up on our YouTube channel. And I'm on the college basketball show, college football show, and NBA show later today. So tune in to that. So 4 shows today, Joe.
Great stuff. You work more than an adult film star trying to break into the industry. I got to tell you, Tony, you're a busy guy, but when you're great, you're in demand. My friends, our good buddy Mixed by Post says, Wednesdays are my favorite show. Good morning, Mixed. Thanks for tuning in. Roger, good morning. Guys, you know how I normally start every show, and I got to tell you, I normally say good morning to my beautiful and gorgeous wife, the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico. She is not going to be with us today. My father's a little under the weather the last few days, so she's actually sitting with him to make sure if he needs anything, she is right there. So thank you, Dionne. You are truly missed. Even with this panel of handsome bachelors, you are the prettiest on the show. Guys, Dionne did want me to tell everybody she's been a leaderboard fixture at Sports Memo in multiple sports today. She has a release. She releases her 66.6% NBA Crash the Boards play, her first college basketball release of the season. And she has an NCAA basketball above the rim. I love it. So she has an NBA Crash the Boards and NCAA basketball above the rim. She's been killing in multiple sports, guys. She's sorry she couldn't be here, but I got to tell you, the one thing that comes before sports betting is family. and I love that about my wife, and I know everybody on the show agrees with us. But, Dionne, you are missed. However, I got to tell you, the cat's away. The mics are playing. Guys, we could spit on the floor. We could cuss. We could scratch ourselves. Have fun. Have fun. Now, I do want to tell you, guys, some of the cappers are going to be leaving after their segments. Okay, they have to walk it like they talk it. They got to get up their plays. Tony's got 4 shows. All right, so, but don't worry. If you miss any portion of the show, at the end of the show, I'll run down all the plays that everybody has. I do have no fluff today. I've got one announcement, some discounts, and some free winners. So, my one announcement, get ready. I told you, scratch yourself, start scratching. This Friday, 2 of the greatest and most respected hook up together. Not since Ruth and Garrick, Paul and John, and peanut butter and chocolate has there been a more explosive tandem than Joe D'Amico and Teddy Covers. Joe and Teddy are going to be hooking up this Friday on Sports Grid Radio Networks at Cyrus Radio, channel 159. Tune in for Joe and Teddy. Teddy hit me up last night. You know, I'm old. I was sleeping. My father, we put him to bed. I went to sleep. Teddy hit me up. I woke up at 1 a.m., and I hit Teddy up, and surprisingly, he was sleeping. So he would like me to be on his show, Sports Grid. Well, I'm very excited. Sports Grid Radio Network, Cyrus Radio, Joe and Teddy, channel 159 this Friday. Look for that. That's you know, guys, and I'm unfiltered there. Dionne can't get mad at me. He'll wash my mouth out with soap. So watch out for that. Got a couple of discounts and nothing but free winners. My friends, the $2 Tuesday featured cappers at Sports Memo. Their 3 5% plays are still available. Joe D'Amico, Dan Kaiser, and our own Kevin Thomas at Sports Memo. Just $2 each, but really the steal. I mean, the deal of the century. All 3 5% plays from 3 documented winning cappers, just $5. $5. Having said that, we've got something very exciting. You know, here over at Sports Memo, and we are handing it over to each one of the WagerTalk cappers that featured here on Sports Memo First Family Show. 7-day all-access pass, $69. Use code MEMO7 upon checkout. Once again, guys, this is good for everybody, every capper at Sports Memo, and it's good for Tokyo Brandon, Adam Trigger, Tony Mejia, and Jimmy Adams. Before we give out free winners for today's card, we're going live, so the floor is open. If you have any questions, I'm going to try to get to them before the show. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, repost, reshare, do whatever you can. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers by the Super Bowl. That is our goal. I believe we're at 56 and change right now. We need your help. We can't do it without you. Without any further ado, guys, my good buddy Ross Benjamin has been a winner in sports betting for decades. I know he looks younger than all of us, but I want you to know he's been around longer than all of us, and he's been winning for more years than some people have been on this planet. And I'll tell you that numbers don't lie. He is truly one of the best in the industry. Not only is he one of the best at picking winners, he is also one of the classiest guys on the planet, one of my favorite people in the world, not just in sports betting. Ross is going to tell you a little bit about what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing on the premium side. He's got a free winner for you. Ross, lead us off today. Take it away, buddy.
Thank you for the kind words, Joe. I very much appreciate that. NFL, been in the top 5 all year at Sports Memo, coming off a bad week, 2-4. I tell it like it is. You know, I beat on my chest when I win, but like all the great handicappers here on sportsmemo.com and WagerTalk, we're very transparent, and our honesty and integrity is second only to our desire to win. So NBA right now, 58% since the middle of last year. So nice run there off 3-1 the last 2 nights. So a lot of good things happening at Sports Memo. Check out my page. All my streaks are listed, including this. I had another NBA money line winner last night. And, folks, I don't give out big chalks on the money line. I had 24-2 with my money line picks since I started here on Sports Memo. That's NBA money line picks, and it's all documented right there. None of those picks exceeded -135. So had Sacramento last night, Joe. I wish they were all that easy, as they put up a 152 spot last night. So things are going good. Anyway, Kansas State at West Virginia, 2 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. Right now, Kansas State is a 7.5-point favorite. K-State coming off an impressive 31-3 win at Baylor last week as a 2.5-point underdog. That now makes them 7-3 on the season, 700 win percentage. West Virginia off a 23-20 home win versus Oklahoma and did so as an 8.5-point underdog. That now makes them 4-6. Why is that all important? Well, I'll get to that later. But I can say this: West Virginia is going to be playing with a lot of urgency. Why? Because number one, their head coach Neil Brown is on the proverbial hot seat, and number two, if they win their last two games, they will be bowl eligible. And it starts with the Kansas State game and the season finale at Oklahoma State. And since Oklahoma State has struggled mightily down the stretch, I think both of these games are winnable, even though they'll be an underdog on both occasions, including on Saturday. West Virginia also will be playing with revenge after a 34-17 loss at Kansas State last year. That ended a 5-game win streak against the Wildcats. However, West Virginia, since 2020, 4-1 straight up in ATS as a home dog when playing with revenge, all under current head coach Neil Brown. And why I mention those win percentages and those results at the top, any conference home underdog in college football of 10 or less, like West Virginia, coming off a conference home underdog of 2 or greater straight up upset win. And they won that game by 9 points or fewer, which they did against Oklahoma. They have a losing record on the season, and they're facing an opponent that has a win percentage of 727 or less, 20-4 against the spread since 1983. That's right from my 4D handicapping software database. And by the way, Joe, that 4D handicapping software database, you can find an article written on that by ESPN in their archives. I'm going to take West Virginia plus 7.5 against Kansas State on Saturday.
Great stuff from a pioneer of the sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin. Guys, he said West Virginia plus the 7.5. He is a winner. If you follow him, you'll be a winner too. I say it before, I say it again, guys. Numbers don't lie. And Ross has been putting up great numbers for decades. After this show, take advantage of these great customer appreciation discounts that you can't get anywhere else in the business, but at Sportsman and WagerTalk. Go follow Ross. You're going to follow him to the bank. Now, Ross has to take off because he walk it like he talking. He's got to get his plays up, got to get the bets in. But, Ross, before you go, I just realized something while I'm looking around at this panel. This looks like the cast of a Chippendale show. You got the two Italian guys, the Latin guy, you got that mysterious Greek guy, you got the buff guy in Don Buster, and the sassy younger guy in Kevin Thomas. This is like a cast of Chippendales, I'm telling you right now. Maybe when it gets a little warmer out, we'll do our show in a Speedo. We can't have Jesse Schule on, though, because he likes to wear a Speedo no matter what. Guys, it's a great show. We like to have fun, but good, solid content. Ross Benjamin is a winner. After the show, go follow Ross. You're going to follow him to the bank. He's got to take off, but if you miss any part of our content, obviously you can go back and watch it yourself. But I will run down all the free plays at the end of the show. Ross, to you and your beautiful family, God bless. To you personally this weekend, good luck.
Thank you, Joe, and thanks for having me. I'm flattered to be on the show with the group of handicappers we have here in front of us. And guys, take care. Good luck, and God bless to all of you.
Good luck, Ross. Thanks.
Take care, Ross.
Yep.
You know, guys, this WagerTalk and Sports Memo might be two different sites, but we're one company. I got to tell you, man, it's amazing. You would think that you know, because handicapping, I'm sorry, guys, it's like one big contest. Who's the best at the end of the season? But it's not. We all back each other up. We're all very supportive of one another. And I got to tell you, man, my good buddy Adam Trigger came into town. We went out. Carmine Bianco is coming to town. He already hit me up a month ago. I know I have a good friend here at Sports Memo that might be coming out for Thanksgiving, and Don Buster. We're going to be hooking up. You know, even Dan Kaiser, he says, I'll come to Vegas. I got to see you and Dan. And I got to tell you, this is like a big family. And when you get us together, watch out, man. We're like a gang, I'll tell you that. And whatever you do to one of us, you do to all of us. That's what I'm telling you guys out there. So speaking of one of the best, my good friend Kevin Thomas, you know, I believe he said 6-1 weekend. Is that what you said, Kevin?
Yeah, but if you throw in the prop, it was 6-2.
Oh, thank you for the integrity. But, you know, guys, I got to tell you, Kevin they might as well crazy glue his name up on the leaderboard. Doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the surface. Kevin Thomas is a winner, and it's year in, year out. And I know he's a fan favorite here on the First Family Show and all the Sports Memo TV shows that he contributes to. But we're happy to have him every Wednesday. You know, he bring it, he walk it like he talk it. And I do appreciate you telling us about the prop, Kevin. But let's not forget about the fact you still went You still had 6 big winners over the weekend. That's what I want to stress to all our reviewers out there. Kevin Thomas is doing some great work at Sportsman. He's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing, and he's going to give you another free play winner. And by the way, guys, don't forget he's one of the $2 feature cappers, and that play is still available. I'll flash it during Kevin's segment. So just to remind you, but Kevin, the floor is yours.
Like I said, thank you, Joe. And yes, I am one of the $2, and you get all 3 of us for $5. I'm hoping Sports Memo lets me get the other 2 guys for $3 because I like to parlay those picks, and I know my good buddy Joe doesn't tell his picks, so I am going to have to pay for that. So I'm all in on that. I'm looking at the basketball. I too had the Sacramento Kings last night. I did lay the 1.5 though. That was a big win, huge win. I didn't do so good in college basketball or college football. My big win was in NBA, so I'm going to ride the NBA again today with my free winner. I'm looking at the Timberwolves coming in to face the Magic. Now, let's talk about the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love. What is going on with the Timberwolves? How can they assembled this team that I thought, hey, they're going to be great. They're 6-8. Okay, they started off really strong, but in this month, they're 2 wins, 5 losses. So 7 games in November, 2 wins, 5 losses. One of those games is against the Houston Rockets. All right, the Rockets are horrible. And then the other one was against the Cavaliers, and the Cavaliers had no Allen, and that's huge. He's their big piece there, their centerpiece. And also Mitchell was out for that one too, one of the pieces from the Jazz. Now the Timberwolves went after Gobert, and in doing so, they gave up Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt, 2 guys you don't hear a lot about, 2 guys that were very productive. They're leaning so hard on D'Angelo Russell, who plays hardly no defense, and one day he could put up 30 points like he did against the Cavaliers, where he was playing against basically Garland. That's not a recipe for points and wins here. The Gobert Townsend thing, I don't think it's working out as great as they did. Townsend used to average about 28, 30 points a game. Now he's on the glass with Gobert. You're looking at Miami, on the other hand, they're missing pretty much everybody for this game. But they did get back Franz Wagner, and the 6'10 guard can play. And if Wendell's out tonight, he's going to eat up rebounds. So there's a free prop for you right there. If Wendell is out for this game, go to Franz Wagner, points, rebounds, and assists. Anything at 30 and below, lock that in. I'm definitely going to be on that tonight. I just like the Orlando Magic at home here because, like I talked about, D'Angelo Russell being a big part of that game. The Magic have a guard themselves, a shooting guard in Suggs, Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga. This kid can play defense, and when he wants to go, he can light it up. I know he's been sporadic, but I think he can shut down D'Angelo Russell here and cover that spread. I'm seeing +6. I locked it in earlier at +5.5. I'm comfortable even if it goes down to 5. I just think the Magic have been stockpiling players. They got Bobo. They got some big guys. I mean, like I said, their guard, Franz Wagner, is 6'10", and he can move up in there and play forward if they have to. Like I said, if Wendell don't play, I'm pretty sure I'm going to say his name wrong, Baccialo from the Duke, the number 1, the big guy. He's pretty much out for this game. That's why that line might have moved to 6. I love it at 5.5, and I love it even more at 6. So go ahead and take the Orlando Magic. Make sure to look at Franz Wagner for a good prop bet, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, Kevin Thomas 04.
Great stuff from KT, Kevin Thomas, off another a winning weekend, guys. Once again, I want to throw it up again. Kevin Thomas, Dan Kaiser, myself, Joe D. Our 3 $2 Tuesday plays are all up, but Kevin has been on fire in multiple sports. He's always on the leaderboards at Sports Memo, guys. Take advantage. If you want to dip your toe, take advantage of this great 7-day all access, $69. Go get Kevin. You can get multiple sports. It's amazing. He's a winner in multiple sports. Memo 7 upon checkout. 7 days, $69. Whether you bet $20 a game or $20,000 a game, you follow Kevin. You're going to follow him to the bank. Now, Kevin's got to take off, and if you missed any part of that, you can always rewind it or come back to it later. But I'm going to make sure we run down everybody's free plays at the end of the show. Kevin, good luck to you this weekend. Once again, happy birthday. God bless you, man. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and good luck, everybody.
You got it, guys.
See you next Wednesday. Great
stuff. Guys, when we made the decision to invite some of the people over on our brother website, WagerTalk, I'm not going to be honest. The WagerTalk guys are some of the greatest guys in the world. I know a lot of them for 20, 25, sometimes some of them even 30 years here in Vegas. And I got to know Tony Mejia because we both wrote for several publications, and I got to respect Tony Mejia a lot. And I will tell you that he does great work. He really does. And he is one of the best I've ever seen at picking winners. And when he first came on the show, I wanted to pull some of his stats. But Tony's stats are so vast and so impressive. I didn't know where to start, where to finish, where to end. I didn't know. So I just said, Tony, here's what he did the last few days, and we went from there. Tony Mejia is one of the best, and he is in good demand. So he's going to do a segment, and he's going to take off. But I got to tell you, he's doing some great work at WagerTalk. He's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's got coming up on the premium side. He's got another free winner for you. Tony, the floor is yours.
Appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, I mean, it's been a okay year. It really hasn't been one of my best years. And we're off to a slow start in college basketball, which we cannot have. So from that standpoint, got to pick that up. And it's been a weird season in college hoops. Like I was in on the Troy upset of Florida State as a free play the other day to start the week. And we've seen a lot of that this season, just teams playing down to opposing levels, really trying to get chemistry together. Two great games last night, which really I think is the beginning of college basketball season. The first week is to get the kinks out, especially since they don't really play many exhibition games. But we got two great ones in Michigan State upsetting Kentucky with Oscar Tshiebwe back, who played tremendous basketball, and yet they still beat them in double overtime. Kentucky had a number of opportunities to put that game away. I actually laid the 7 because this is the way I do things. I not that I like to wait until the last minute, but I feel like I'd rather than beat the number. I'd rather have the best information. So I actually was watching on Twitter their beat reporters stream, because hey, we're in 2022, stream footage of Tshiebwe warming up, and so we didn't know whether there would be a minutes restriction. There wasn't. He had another double-double. I mean, this is a reigning Wooden Award winner, and we've only had 2 of those. Ralph Sampson and Tyler Hansbrough actually returned for the next season. So Tshiebwe didn't. His pro stock wasn't what he wanted it to be. I think he'll probably not be a first rounder this season because we had a stacked class of young kids. But I think he will be in the NBA next season, and we'll have a big year for the Cats. But Kentucky did lose yesterday, and I watched Kansas Duke. That was a great game that came back down to the wire. So we've got things ramping up. And so my free play for this show is also going to be on college basketball, and it's Michigan and Pittsburgh in the opening leg of the Legends Classic, I think they're calling it, at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And I'm riding Michigan in the first half, laying 5.5, and I'll tell you why. We got Michigan coming off trailing Eastern Michigan in the first half, 45-42. In their most recent game, they ended up winning 88-83. But that Eastern Michigan team is pretty talented. Imani Bates, who was one of the top recruits in the country, went to Memphis, fell out of favor there with Penny Hardaway. It really wasn't the only reason he went to Memphis was because he was labeled a Penny Hardaway clone. He's been on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he bottomed out there. I mean, just was a total bust. So now he is at Eastern Michigan, which is in his hometown, ended up with 30 points in that game against the Wolverines. Wolverines came back and won, but Juwan Howard was not pleased that the Eastern Michigan Eagles put up 45 points on his Wolverines, given that Michigan is expecting big things this season. So I think you'll see a concerted effort to play solid defense against Pitt. Hunter Dickinson is back for the Wolverines. If you remember him, he's their 7-footer, very talented. They play basically through him. And the Pitt center is a kid out of Helsinki in Finland who played at a JUCO last year. He's put up 9 points and 6.5 rebounds through his first 2 games. His name is Federico. So that's easy to remember. And I think he's going to be I think he's going to have a tough time with Hunter Dickinson, man. So from that standpoint, we like what Michigan can bring to the table early on as far as shock value goes. The Pitt team has some decent players. Jamari Spurton's back. Blake Hinson is averaging 16 and 8, but they lost to West Virginia by double digits last time out. This is going to be a tough first half for them. So we're laying the points with Michigan 5.5 at Barclays Center in this Legends Classic opening.
Great stuff from Tony Mejia, a documented winner over at WagerTalk, the Michigan first half. Tony, I did realize something. A lot of what we do, I mean, most of what we do when you look at Lion Sports, comes down to the number or the price on the game. But a lot of what we do isn't just about trends and streaks. It comes out of a little bit of common sense as well. And something that happened maybe the last few games or whatnot, a team that looked bad has to come back. They don't want to get down. It's a great point you made about them in the first half of the last game and their first half of this game. So we really appreciate that. And that's great betting insights you're getting, sports fans, from some of the best in the world. Tony, give everybody your BuzzFeed and tell everybody what else you got coming up again this week for them. And I know you got to take off before you go, please.
WT.buzz/TM is where you can find all my stuff. It's got my records. It's where you can find my packages. Right now, there's a free play up on the Saints and the Rams that square up on Sunday. There's free plays up there, sometimes multiple ones throughout the day. So check out that page. You don't even have to buy any. That's just where you'll find my free plays and all my stuff, my bio, any videos or whatnot. And then check out the WagerTalk TV feed, either a YouTube, Roku. I mean, we're on multiple different platforms. Today I will be on the college football show, the college basketball show, and the NBA show all afternoon. So you'll get free plays from me there too, as well as our tremendous group of handicappers. Check out WagerTalk TV. And Joe, thank you for having me. Pavlos, we got the World Cup coming. I'm ecstatic. So we're looking forward to a big couple of weeks. And Argentina did its job. So they were up 3-0, 4-0 at the break as Messi scored right before halftime. I won my Argentina -1 first half bet and Argentina -2.25 goals. Looks very good full game. So good start. Hopefully a good day. I need a bounce back day after college basketball was a bloodbath yesterday. NBA, I was in on that Sacramento Kings win yesterday too as my big 4% play. So great minds think alike. 152 points they couldn't miss. So hopefully 24 hours, a prolonged period of great success. And I wish you guys great success and a great show.
Tony, thanks for stopping by. You got several other shows going on today. Good luck today. Good luck this week. Thank you for everything, sports fans. Once again, 7 days. Not just for the Sports Memo cappers. Go to WagerTalk for any of the WagerTalk cappers that contribute to the First Family Show. 7 days, all access for Tony Mejia. Use code MEMO7 upon checkout. Guys, he's a multiple sport leaderboard fixture. Tony, good luck tonight. Good luck this weekend. And I'll see you next week.
See you, Don. See you, Pablo. See you, Joe. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye now.
Take care, Tony.
Now, guys, I love Ross, Kevin, and Tony. They're three of the best in the industry, but they couldn't take the heat from the three best-looking cappers in the industry, Don, Pavlos, and myself. My good friend Don Buster, I know he comes across very sincere and very wonderful and with great integrity, but he really is truly one of the classiest guys I've ever met, let alone in this business. And not only is he a Class A guy, he is one of the best cappers on the planet. And, he wins so much more than he doesn't. I get it, Don. Once in a while, you like to talk about those losses because they stick in your head a little bit, and his integrity is amazing. But he is a winner over at Sports Memo, and he does multiple sports. And as the weather gets better, he does some sports that I don't do. I know you do golf, you do some other things as well. But he is what I feel is he's my hockey guru. I want you to know that. When it comes to hockey, Don Buster is my EF1. When he talks, I listen. He's one of the best I've ever seen in hockey. He's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing, and he's got another free best bet for you. Don, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Joe, for all the kind words. I had a tough loss in our best bet in hockey last night, but we're having a really good year to start. It's just early, but we're up over 40 units for our clients in NHL hockey, so I'll take that all day long. Our free play today will be Buffalo and Ottawa over the 6.5. Now, we already gave this out as a client play at 6.5. I see there's a couple of sevens are turning up. We actually said in our write-up that by game time, we figure this will be 7. And there are a couple sevens up. So as I always tell everybody, make sure you shop around. Buffalo is on that back-to-back. They played hard last night to try to get back. They were down 5-2 to Vancouver. They fought hard, lost 5-4. Don't see them playing too much defense tonight. They don't play too much defense as it is anyways. Ottawa lost their last game against the Islanders at home, but they played very well. Varlamov for the Islanders really played well, stood on his head a little bit, looking for Ottawa to be able to score some goals tonight with a goaltender that's going to be playing for Buffalo, Comrie, who has a 3.62 goals against average. And again, Ottawa plays very offensively at home. So looking to see them put the puck behind Comrie tonight. Ottawa also has confirmed their goaltender for tonight, and it's gonna be Anton Forsberg. And Forsberg has not played that well for Ottawa. He's got a 3.60 goals against average, and again, Buffalo can put the puck in the net. So I'll give you a few trends here. Buffalo are 7-2 to the over last 9. Ottawa are 5-2-1 to the over the last 8. Got to go with the over here, guys. And go over to Sports Memo. Tonight we got a package for everyone, I'd like to say. We put out packages on $9 Monday. Well, we put up a $9 package because they do so well on Mondays. Put up a $9 package so people can see how we do things at Buster Sports. We've got 5 plays for only $9. 2 in college basketball, 1 in NBA, 1 in college football, and 1 in HL. So check that out. We'll also have a big play for the CFL for the Grey Cup on Sunday. So head over to Sports Memo, and as Joe says, we got that great deal for a 7-day all-access pass.
Great stuff from one of my favorite people on the planet, let alone in this business, Don Buster. He's over 6.5. Buffalo, Ottawa. He's a winner. Follow him. You'll be a winner too. But really, guys, he's got some great packages up, $9 packages. We've got the 7 days for $49. Excuse me, for $69. You can't beat this. You can't beat the customer appreciation you get at Sports. I'll end at WagerTalk, guys. This is our way of saying thank you to you because we know that saving you money just as good as making you money. Don's going to stick around a little bit, So you got any questions for him? Fire away. We'll try to get to it by the end of the show. Pavlos Lagunertos, I always, we have a good time with Pavlos, and I always have a good time with everybody. I have a good time with Pavlos, and I gave him the moniker as of the Greek god of soccer, but I've never seen anybody as good in any sport as Pavlos is in soccer, and he is one of the most informative and brightest guys I've ever seen. And I've got to tell you, no matter if you are if you're a novice, an intermediate, or an advanced sports bettor, you listen to Pavlos, and Pavlos will bring you to the bank. I've got to tell you, he's one of the sharpest guys I've ever seen in betting, period. But when it comes to soccer, let me put it this way, guys. If he told me today is 4th of July, I'd throw my calendar out. I'll tell you right now, I know 4th of July isn't July. I know it's the 14th of July. But if Pavlos told me today is 4th of July, I would throw my calendar out and I just listen to Pavlo. That's how good he is in soccer. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what he's going to be doing. And he's got another free play winning for you. And by the way, Pavlos, can you please, if you get a chance, tell them about your 5 and 10 unit plays because they're amazing. Tell everybody, Pavlos, the floor is yours, buddy.
The 5% have been amazing this season. 20-7 in my last 23, plus 58.65%. It's been going really great in soccer as well. In all sports, actually, plus 18 units of profit since November 6. I've been quiet in the last couple of days because there's no soccer, and I'm still gathering data for the NBA, to be able to get some a better view of because I'm a huge prop guy, so I'm just trying to see. I'm just gathering data to feed my algorithm. But as far as soccer goes, it's been going really nice, really great with these 5 and 10% plays, and I got my World Cup full package loaded at my page for a slashed price actually of just $149, down from $199. That gives you access to all my World Cup plays, side bet spreads, totals, all 5 and 10% plays, as well as all futures and props. So there's excellent value right there. I'm loading plays daily, and here's one of these plays that are already loaded at the page. I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna give it for free because I think. It's a real deal. It's a real possibility for this prop to hit. It's actually a future for this future to hit, and I want everybody to get paid because it's us against them, right? It's we're on the same team here. So huge stat here. Throughout the history of the World Cup, in 21 previous competitions, the hosting team has never finished last in the group stage. So it's not uncommon for the hosting teams to get favorable treatment by the referees. Now this year hosts are Qatar, who are in Group A along with the Netherlands, Ecuador, and Senegal. Now, the Netherlands are stacked, and they have an excellent coach who, by the way, he came out of retirement to try and give the Netherlands their first World Cup of their of the nation. So my projection is that the Netherlands will finish first in the group, with Senegal right behind them for the second spot. Now, so the last spot of the group is going to be a battle between host Qatar and Ecuador. Now, Ecuador are only good in the altitude of their home ground, but have historically and consistently struggled on the road. If you look, at their performances whenever they play on the road, the max that they can get is a draw. Maybe sometimes they get a win with teams like Bolivia or a struggling Chile in the World Cup qualifiers, but generally they're very strong at home but very weak on the road. So all things considered, I'm following the trend that dictates that the hosting team has never finished last in the group, and I'm picking Ecuador to finish last in this group stage at plus 333.
Great stuff from Pavlos Lagunertos. He says Ecuador to finish last in group plus 333. Guys, Pavlos is doing great work, man. I love him. You love him. Not only is he one of the favorites here on the First Family Show, and he's one of your favorites. You follow him. You'll be following him all the way to the bank. He is a winner. Those 5 and 10% plays, guys, they are money. But overall, he is making you money. So go follow him. You get a 7-day. I mean, he loaded something up. Did you, Pavlos, I just want to clarify for everybody out there, 149 for your World Cup picks. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a full package, which is about for 1 month worth of plays, and you get all the props, all the futures, all the 5-10%, everything, just everything that I post. So it's
I'm going to buy it right now, Pavlos. All right, I'm going to buy it.
I appreciate it.
It's worth it, guys. Pavlos is going to be sticking around. By the way, Pavlos, I can't wait. I can't sit on this one any longer. Pavlos is one of the most accessible guys I know in this business, especially one of the most accessible guys. And Pavlos said to one of our guys he would love to come to Vegas. Pavlos, I got to put it out there. And he said, I love it. As soon as Pavlos comes to Vegas, the Kardashians are going to be looking to collect all that child support. I love it. Guys, mixed by Post, Roger, we have the greatest viewers in the world. We have the greatest cappers in the world. So we certainly attract the greatest viewers, and we love you guys. We know that you get our jokes. We know that you come and wake up with us every morning. We can't thank you enough. And your positive love and your support. Thank you so much, guys. It's about that time that I do my free pick, and just want to run down a couple of free things real quickly. First of all, and let me get these up here. First of all, my NFL isn't just heating up; it's absolutely on fire. I'm scorching bookmakers. I'm riding a 14-6 overall run, coming off a huge Monday night win for everyone to start off the week with the Washington Commanders. A 12-time, that's right, I am a 12-time NFL handicapping champion. This is the time of year you must follow a proven and documented winner, and Joe D is just that. I'm excited to announce my $2 Tuesday release this week is my 23-6 NFL high roller. These are normally reserved for my personal clients that can bet a minimum of $10,000 a game. However, I want everyone, no matter how much you bet on a game, to get a big winner this week. Get my 5% high roller for just $2. Get paid. You can't argue with 23-6. That's lifetime, 79.3% success rate. But more importantly, go get Dan's and Kevin's with Joe D's for $5. You can't beat that with a bat. Got a couple of other tooting of the own horns. I am a 6-time NCAA basketball handicapping champion. And guys, I waited a week and a half. I have not put out a college basketball play yet. Tonight, I have my first college basketball release. My legendary NCAA basketball season tip-off winner. I can't remember the last season tip-off winner I lost. I went back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I've never lost before then. My other archive records are not in this desk. When I changed desks maybe 6 months ago, I put them in storage. I can't remember losing a season tip-off winner. I have the big Gonzaga-Texas matchup tonight. I put it up on Sports Memo already. Also, one more thing. My free plays on the First Family Show went 3-1 last week. I won my Saturday college free play, my Sunday NFL free play that I posted at Sports Memo. We started the week off with another free winner Monday, the NBA with the Phoenix Suns. Yesterday, I gave out the Bowling Green Falcons, 17-point dog, winner outright. Guys, today we continue to beat the books with free winners as I go to college hoops in the Legend Classic semifinals between VCU and ASU. Let me get this up here for everybody. I'm so excited about this panel today, guys. Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York tonight. That has the bearing. We're going to come back around to it. Already in this short college basketball season, Virginia Commonwealth is only one of 4 teams in the A-10 that has yet to lose an outing. However, they've also yet to cover an outing. Put a pin in that. We're coming back around, sports fans. Arizona State 2-1 overall. They, too, have yet to cover an outing. Now, VCU is a good team. I'm not arguing that. But they seem to be overvalued by odds makers. They were a 22.5-point favorite against Manhattan. a 20.5 point favorite against Morgan State. And yet, despite winning both, they could not cover those point spreads. I want to talk about ASU, guys. Arizona State, they opened the campaign, beating Tarleton State, then Northern Arizona, failing to cover one and pushing the other. Their most recent matchup, as an 11-point favorite, they lost to Texas Southern in overtime. Guys, they should no way be losing to Texas Southern. So I expect Bobby Hurley, who, by the way, will have a very big fan base at the Barclays Center, being he's a Jersey boy. Trust me. I've been in New York when he brought one of his teams that he was coaching to there, and I got to tell you, it was off the charts how many people love Bobby Hurley. I like him because he's only an inch taller than me. Guys, I expect him to have his team revved up and ready to go here. The Rams, as I mentioned earlier, they're a good team, but they too are having some problems. They're coming off. They're just committing turnover after turnover after turnover. Against Morgan State, they committed 24 turnovers. It's just too much against a team that doesn't have a great defense, okay? So they're out of sync already in this early in the season. They have a couple of transfers that are pretty darn good, but I really do feel that Hurley will have his boys fired up here. If you recall, the Sun Devils finished last year's regular season, guys, beating the Cougars, the Ducks, the Beavers, the Buffaloes, the Utes, the Golden Bears, and the Cardinal. They won 8 of their last 9 regular season outings against some good, solid opposition. So they have the talent, okay? They just came out a little slow. Trust me, after that loss against Texas Southern, they're going to come out here fired up, guys. They have the talent, they have a smart coach, and they have to turn it around now. Otherwise, it will be a very long season for them. VCU, 1-5 ATS, the last 6 games played overall. ASU, 5-1 ATS, the last 6 games played, following a straight-up loss. Take the points here with the Sun Devils. I like them. Now, I do want to bring up a fact that I first liked this game at 2.5 this morning, right before showtime. All right, now I don't know what it is now because we were on the air for 40-some-odd minutes. It was plus 4.5. I love the fact that the general public is betting against me. I've made a very successful career going against the grain. There's a reason why, guys. Bookmakers, sports books do not close. You know why? Because the general public are losers. I'm sorry. It's the truth. I go into these Vegas books all the time. I'm here every day. And 90%, 95% of guys are like this. Why? Because they're losers. All right? I'm going to tell you right now, go against the grain, you'll make a living. Let me bring Pavlos and Don back on. Let me, real quick, guys, before we run down today's free plays, any closing thoughts or comments from Pavlos Lagunertos for our viewers?
No closing thoughts. I'm just strictly focusing on the World Cup these days. I'm still feeding my algorithm with NBA stats. I'm gonna be huge. You know, in 2023, as soon as the World Cup finishes, I'm gonna be heavily invested in NBA props. I'm just really shy right now about them.
Great stuff from Pavlos Lagunertos. Don, Buster, any closing thoughts or comments for our viewers, please?
Like I always say, best of luck to everyone tonight. It's a grind in every sport, and you have to put in the work. And I know Joe and Pavlos and myself, I'm up at 3 in the morning, up to 3 in the morning every night, trying to find the best numbers. We got the best number on that on the play that we put out today, so hopefully that one comes through for us. It's actually, truthfully, it's the same kind of game, I guess I should say. It's not the same game, obviously, but it's a similar spot. Similar parameters are all met in the game that I lost last night. Couldn't get my Canadians to score another goal for us. So just putting that out there. Sometimes, you know, everything's all there for you, and you just need things to go your way. But I really like this tonight, and hopefully we get it over like we did in our Buffalo play that we put out for our clients last night. We were sitting there having a little drink as it was already over in the second period. So again, best of luck to everyone, and thanks as always for having me on the show. And Joe, I won't see you next Wednesday, but I will see you next Wednesday. Won't see you on the show, but hopefully I'll see you in Vegas.
I'm looking forward to that. We already have time set aside for you, Don. Guys, I love Don Buster. I love Pavlos. I love all of our captains, but I want you to know I get to finish the show with Pavlos and Don each week, and it puts me in such a wonderful tone for the rest of the day. I want to run down the free plays from the guys that have stepped away. Let me run them down real quick, my friends. An icon of the sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin, says this weekend, West Virginia Mountaineers plus 7.5 on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Kevin Thomas, a perennial leaderboard fixture over at Sports Memo. He's killing it. 6-1 and 6-2 if you count his prop bet over the past week, and he's just doing good in every sport. He said tonight, Wednesday night, 7:10 Eastern Standard Time, Orlando Magic +6. Tony Mejia, our brother from our brother website, WagerTalk, doing some great work, multiple sites. He had to take off 3 more shows today. He says Michigan Wolverines first half -5 tonight, Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Something just broke. See, everybody's excited about these winners. Don, what did you have for everybody tonight?
I've got Buffalo, Ottawa over 6.5.
All right, Pavlos Lagunertos.
I have a World Cup future. It's a group stage prop. Ecuador to finish last in Group A at +333.
That's right. And your sexy and savory host, Joe D'Amico, says Arizona State tonight. Bobby Hurley's boys +4.5. Guys, real quick, the First Lady of Las Vegas could not be with us today. She's taking care of her father-in-law, my dad, who's not feeling too well. Prayers to my dad for a quick and full recovery. But Dionne, I got to tell you, thank you for putting family above us, so I couldn't miss this, so I didn't miss the show today. I do want to re-hype Dionne. She's all over multiple sport leaderboards right now. She released her 66.6% NBA Crash the Boards play and her first college basketball play of the season, her NCAA basketball above the rim release. She is a winner. You need any more proof? She married me, still with me 22 years. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. My friends, wow, it's about that time. Let me get a few announcements. I'm going to run out the door so you can get all these free play winners in for today's action, and then also go to Sports Memo WagerTalk so you can follow these great winning documented cappers on these great customer appreciation discounts. Guys, I'm tired. Sports Memo WagerTalk Twitter pages. Also follow all of our guests on this show on their Twitter pages. They're very accessible. If you hit them up, they'll get back to you. Sometimes in a minute, sometimes a day or two, but they will get back to you. They like hearing from you. Good or bad, they're here, and they will talk to you. Tune into all Sports Memo TV shows for tons of free winners and some great betting insights as well. On behalf of Sports Memo WagerTalk, Ross, Kevin, Pavlos, Don, Tony, and us, and I'm talking about Dionne and Joe D'Amico. This is the first family of Las Vegas. Everybody out there, good luck, and have a